What is good, everybody? Man, guess what? It's back. It's Burgers and Blitzes, dog. And I got my dog, Mike White, back with me, man. Been a long time, dog. I thought I lost you. I'm going to keep it real. I thought I lost you. Was out there, this motherfucker talking about pancreatitis and all kind of shit. And I'm hitting him up. He ain't talking to me. I'm thinking Nick dead. I'm like, what the fuck going on, dog? And then when I finally, let me tell you something. I was concerned citizen for you, dog. I hit up a whole bunch of people that was hitting up people to find out about you. For real. That's my girl. What now? I was hitting up everybody. I was like, okay, I lost the number. You need to hit him up. You need to text him. You need to find out. So I went through all that. And then I did all that, babe. And then he get back active. I'm like, what's up? This motherfucker tweeting every 2 damn seconds. And I'm like, motherfucker, you didn't tell me okay. You over there tweeting 100
It was like
freaking tweets.
Like 3.
And I'm like,
it was like 3.
No, it wasn't. It was bro, you've been active on Twitter. Hush up.
Oh, lately? Yeah. But
yeah.
Before I got just it don't, you know what? It don't take a lot of energy to tweet. It takes a lot of energy to get off your ass.
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
Oh.
But hey, tell everybody, man. If you want to tell everybody how you doing, how you came back, you ain't.
I'm better. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. All right.
I'll spare you the details. But
all right. Well, you spare them the details.
I was out of commission from that Monday after Memorial Day to the 6th of July. So, yeah, and about 4.5, 5 weeks of that was actually no, all that was hospital time, and then 2 more weeks of downtime before I could go back to work. So about 6 to 8 weeks, however you want to count it up, of being basically out the game.
Well, we're glad you back in the game. My girl said maybe turn the volume up because it's kind of hard to hear you. So you can turn the volume up a little bit for me, big dog.
Mic game? I don't know if I can adjust the mic.
And let's jump right into it, man. Yeah. Here, you sound good to me.
All right.
So everybody's coming in the building, dog. You've been out of commission, but I know you still been keeping watch of what this Cowboy stuff been doing, and something just happened today. He's gonna probably come back in. Well, when Mike comes back in, something just happened today that I was surprised about. I didn't know that they were going to do this, but they've done this before. Before they signed Dak, they signed, remember, Jalen Smith, and then they signed, who else? They signed somebody small. They signed 2 people real small. Here come Mike back in here.
Something, and it closed out the damn browser window.
There you go.
All right, cool.
All right, so what I was talking about, basically this it's a surprise sign to me because I thought they were going to let him play it out this year. Jake Ferguson got signed to a 4-year deal. I don't know the exact numbers. I'm sure they can put them in the chat right now. But Jake Ferguson is locked up for the next 4 years. I was surprised about that. I think he got $30 million guaranteed. They said it's a good contract for both sides, but I really thought they were going to ride this out for this year because he had a little bit of a down year. We know he had the concussion, the knee sprain, obviously. He was trending up his second year. Okay, rookie year, trending up his second year. We were feeling real good about that second year, right? And then kind of crashed and burned last year with the, lame duck season. But as I said before, I really thought, Mike, they were going to let this play out until the end of the year because honestly, in my opinion, I'm going to get your thoughts on it. Even with the addition of George Pickens, I don't see where the market would have been that much higher at the end of the year to still sign him. La'el Collins. So that's why I'm like kind of confused because I don't think that market would be way out there by the end of the year. Maybe he would get I thought he would have to get astronomical numbers to get another deal. But kind of tell me your thoughts on this deal and how you feel about it.
It feels not that they're the same player at all. This feels like just like the Jalen Smith thing, where they're gonna get on the mic and say, "Well, I told you we're here to do business, and somebody who wants to do business." Well, this is they're throwing money. Their money's mad. They're mad at Micah. They're mad at his agent. And they're I told you
Yep.
we pay somebody. Yeah, it's just it is, and like you said, I don't see the market blowing up. I mean, because if he goes out there and has a tip, like a resurgence of go get 900 yards and 7 or 8 touchdowns, and I mean, that's kind of what you paid him for. Any team would pay him for. It's like I don't think he's going to have some like 2,000 yards, Sam Laporta type
Right.
season or something. It's just he's not. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I didn't see him. And then what are you doing with your second round pick? Because he was supposed to be the guy you're developing. He was supposed to be the dude you were going to let. There was talk of letting
Ferguson
Ferguson
walk.
walk.
And then they're
What
talking about
happened
the
to that?
Brevis fan forward. You feel me? And Brevis
Yeah,
fan forward, breathing down his neck, and he's having a great camp, and he's going to challenge Jake Ferguson. Then all of a sudden you sign him. I think it's what you just said, what we both just said, Mike. It's that Jalen Smith shit. It's that Jalen Smith shit where we pay people. Yeah, you see, we about negotiating, we about making deals. No, you're not. You did that on. I feel like that was the spite. I don't think it was just a shot at Bland. I think this was a shot at Micah. Like, yeah, we can sign people because I don't feel like Bland with his market. He's still a slot corner to me, and I just feel like I don't even know about that contract deal. It just made more sense to me that you could pay Ferguson at the end of the year because to me, him and Dalton Schultz are kind of the same people. You didn't sign Dalton Schultz to nothing. You know what I'm saying? But you signed Jake, and Jake only had really one good year. And then you extend him with a 4-year deal off of one good year. That's all I'm saying.
yeah.
And I seen people on Twitter, Mike. I seen Twitter on Twitter, Mike, and this is what I got frustrated. I seen all kind of people on Twitter say, if you're going to be mad at Jake Ferguson's deal, what's wrong with you? Ain't nobody mad at the deal. We're talking about the if you're talking about the production and you want to pay people on production, you only have one good productive year, a 4-year deal. And just like we said, I really don't think Jake's going to have that type of year where he's going to blow up the tight end market where they're already, we gotta pay him now because if we don't pay Jake Ferguson now, his market's gonna be out the world at the end of the year. No, I do not believe that. That market still would have been over there, and you still probably would have paid him around that same amount at the end of the year. I really believe that. So what's the rush to go ahead and get him done now when y'all were talking about letting it kind of ride out? What's the change?
It's just the position itself is one that I don't necessarily understand spending
I
money
know
in.
that, Ty Church, but you're not understanding what I'm saying, Tyrone. You're not understanding what I'm saying, Ty Church. I already know they got money for Micah. That's not the point of what I'm saying. I'm saying the point is, this man has been out there to get his money, and y'all talking about holding off on these other people. You didn't really have to sign Jake. You didn't have to jump out there and sign him. You would have been able to sign him later. You could have signed him at the end of the year, and it still wouldn't have blew up nothing. So that's what I'm saying. What's the point of signing him now
Of,
when you could
of,
have signed him probably that same deal at the end of the year?
of all these looming contracts you got, and we're not even just talking Micah. There's 4 or 5
Tyler
others
Smith,
you could
Brand,
easily name. This is one you want to. It's like Jerry was getting heckled the day before at camp about pay
right?
Micah and this, that, and the other. And what happens the next day? It's like the next damn day we get boom. It's like I told you I pay. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's it's so textbook. It's so played out. It's so Cowboys. It doesn't make any sense. And it's a like I said, the position itself. Take the name out of it. Outside of like maybe 2, 3 guys in the league, I don't necessarily understand spending money when you've got all this other stuff going on. You got the Blands and Tyler Smiths. What are you going to do? What if Izzy goes out there and starts on the boundary and plays well this year? Then you got to, you're letting dig. It's just all this looming stuff that you could prioritize, and yet they go and pay a tight end. I mean, good for him. I think
Yeah,
he's a
good for
good
him.
player. And
Yeah, happy for
Dak
him.
loves him. And if he stays, like he played with a bum knee all last year,
Mm-hmm.
he did. So that, but players have down years. So But like you said, paying off of 1 year and at the position, it's just I don't. It is what it is. It's not like they broke the market or anything, and that's why the deal got done. Anytime it comes to a top three, top five paid player, is when we have this bullshit that goes on.
Yep. Yep.
Anytime you want to throw somebody, even if they're wasting money, they want to go give Witten $8 million. They want to pay Zeke, or they want to pay. They got lucky on the McCoy thing because they had that one stipulation in the contract. But these mid to low tier guys that they want to throw, any given year, probably $20 to $25 of roster money, that of cap space that year on these dudes that if they're on the team, they're a healthy scratch. If they're on the team, they're probably holding somebody back. Just all these ancillary players that they have no problem paying that. But when
Yeah. Mike Freeze.
so
Just
it's another day, another Dallas. I don't. That is what it is. I mean, they still got, like you said, there's 5, 6 guys you can name off the top of your head that I would have prioritized over that. But now they've done that. They're perfectly happy. So this may charge him next year.
I mean, that's what it looks like it may happen. I already heard that in the streets, Mike, not to even cut you off, big dog. But
no, you're
that's
good.
what I was already thinking in the streets.
They've been talking about for a while, and they're scared. They're scared to pay, but they're scared to trade him. Because if you were going to, like I've been talking about, if you were going to do something, you should have done it before the draft. It's too late. It's too late. Nothing, absolutely nothing you do with Micah Parsons as far as trade goes will help you this season.
Nope.
Unless you get some weird player swap deal, which player swaps rarely happen. This ain't the NBA. You don't get a 17-team trade where LeBron goes to the Clippers or some crazy shit. That's not the way the NFL operates. So it's too late. The minute the draft went by, the minute that bell rang and there wasn't something lined up, it was too late. Now you got to pay, or you got to let him walk. Because you're not going to pay him a trading because they're scared of that, even though they rather let him walk and get a comp pick back than what you would be doing by paying and trading him. You'd be eating some signing bonus, but you'd probably be buying a first round pick or two, and maybe a 2 and a 3 on the back end of that. So you'd be buying some picks, hopefully at the top of the draft because he goes to a team that sucks next year or whatever the case may be, but too far gone.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say shout out to the Lunatic for the $2 holler, but I agree, Mike. It's just like you have been talking about it for over a year about this Micah thing. That if you're gonna do something, do it before the draft. If you're gonna do something, get a haul for him so you can go right in the draft, make moves, do this, do that. But see, this is the thing where we talk about the frustrating thing. We already know about this, Mike. It's the Cowboys way. They always a day late and a dollar short. They always wait. And they put themselves in this position. That's what we all kind of sit back and laugh about. Y'all have the ability to stay ahead of the game, but y'all never do. And that's why we look at y'all like y'all goofy, because nobody hates on you signing Jake Ferguson, but it's the timing how you do it. And now, like you said, now you have to pay Micah because now everybody's chanting, pay Micah, pay him. Now it's all in the streets, pay Micah, pay Micah. When you could have took care of all this, and I just don't understand. You could have got ahead of the game. You're going to pay this man his money if you're paying it. You're going to pay him top dollar. He's going to get it. So why do this other stuff and keep on delaying it, especially when you got this new staff and this is supposed to be your star player on defense? Why don't you get him in camp and get it done? Like the money, I'm just confused, dog. This is confusing to me, dog. I just don't understand the waiting process and why they do the way they do. I just be confused.
It is the main catalyst why I'm not necessarily a fan anymore. I'm just so exhausted
Yeah,
of every single offseason. Dude, it's been this way since like 2013.
right.
Seriously. If it wasn't Zach the first, what are they gonna do? We gotta do. Oh, hey, are we gonna lose Fred Beard? It's every single offseason with a big name guy, this offseason long nonsense where they end up
Mm-hmm.
overpaying, or they franchise the guy and it rides over the season, and it's this everlasting talking point that even overshadows the entire fucking year, the record and everything. It's just so exhausting,
Mm-hmm.
and it's so preventable, but they don't care. So why should I care more than they do? Is what
Like
it boils down to me. Why care
you're
more
right.
about the team than they do?
You say it every time, Mike, and I mean I'm in the same boat. I just in my heart, like I ain't even frustrated. I just be confused, because this is the Cowboys way. We're used to them doing the same thing every single year. Like you said, it's always with the top players. Them low players, they take them deals. You feel me? They
Yeah,
throw that money out
all
to
day
them
long.
low players. They snatch them right up. But that don't mean nothing to us. You know what I'm saying? Like we get that. We know you can sign them guys. We know you can knock them guys out the park in 2 days. We know you can throw that money at them in one day and they're going to sign. We know that. We're talking about your big time guys that you keep on talking this and that. Why don't you just get them out the way? You already know the market. You're going to have to pay the market. What are we doing here? Y'all always trying to win this damn negotiation. I just don't get it. But it is what it is. I ain't even want to talk about it no more because he ain't signed it, whatever it is. Let's talk about camp. Have you got to
All
keep
right,
your eyes on camp this past week, or do you know anything about it since you've been kind of out of
a little
commission?
bit, a little bit off and on. Yeah, I've been checking it.
All right. Well, here's my thing. Mike is out. Everybody's been talking about
Hmm.
Easy E, Donovan Azaraku. We talked about him yesterday on the Big Star Show. He's been so far the star of the camp, and everybody are having high hopes for him, right? So let me ask you something. Do you think because now everybody's going goo goo gaga over Azaraku, you got Dante Fowler, you got Sam Williams, you got Marshawn Nealon, you got Peyton Turner, are they like we just said? Do you think that they would be like we? And they just signed the dude James Houston, who had a pretty decent, year. We got quite a few sacks. Do you think they'll be like try to play hardball with him? Like, well, we got this rookie over here turning up, and he come right in your spot and do this and do that. So we can just go ahead and wait on you because we got these guys here. Do you think they would do that?
No, because they're not smart enough. I mean, they may
Mm,
be thinking that, but this once again is one of my points. I think the edge position is probably the most overrated position on the damn defense next to linebacker. There's eight or nine in every single draft. Maybe not all like perennial all pros. Like obviously you're not going to get a damn uh, TJ or freaking Miles Garrett every single draft, even at the
mm-hmm.
top, right? But these defensive tackles and all the stuff that's hard to find, you know, that's you go get you a guy like big boy in New York, Dexter Lawrence completely changed the deep. It doesn't matter who your edge rusher is. I just don't necessarily, when you got the coverage to figure out, and you're talking about you got this young talent coming in because you can draft them. Now they may be thinking that, but it's once again it's too late unless you're just gonna. What do you? That was the point of drafting the guy, right? You want him to potentially be a starter. You're gonna move him to the other side. You're gonna flip him around, or what are we doing here? Because he's getting reps with the ones, but he may not be getting reps if Micah was out there. So I don't know where I'm going with that one, but it's a situation now. I mean, it gets me tired head just thinking about it because
It's a situation.
you throwing all these. It's like once again a self fulfilling prophecy. What they same thing they do with the cap. They wait till Dak costs $60 million and then cry that they don't have any damn money. And which is another thing. That's a whole. They finally paid Dak and they got like maybe $90 million worth of big name players on their roster and they're acting like it's crushing them. San Francisco's got $260 million, and they still find a way to pay their quarterback, right? But it's one. We pay one player, and we can't do shit. We can't even turn the lights off, unscrew the light bulbs. We can't do. We don't open the door. We're gonna unplug the refrigerator 3 hours a day. We're doing it's all because we pay one guy. Meanwhile, Kansas City, meanwhile, Buffalo, meanwhile, hell, Green Bay,
Eagles, all of
meanwhile,
them.
and Denver, yeah, Eagles, meanwhile over here, they got 5, 6 guys. They're like, you know what? We need that player because he's pretty good and he makes our team better. And like, he's, you know, that's kind of cool. So maybe we want him around.
Hmm.
What an odd concept, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if you had Micah tied up before the draft, like you easily could have, or moved or paid. Either way, if you had it figured out before the draft, now you have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
You don't have a plan right
we got
now.
it. We got him locked in. We got him locked in. Let's go ahead. Let's move forward. Let's get this figured out. It's like doing a puzzle piece, man, or putting together a puzzle. You start at find you some corners. Get your corners set. All right, cool. That's why they call it a cornerstone. Let's get it set. All right, now we got that figured. Now we can build off that. But when you go into what's soon to be August, and it will be August before this, every single year. Shit, is that gonna walk? CeeDee Lamb gonna walk? We gonna lose Byron Jones? Zach Martin gonna be a Eagle? Is where's DeMarco Murray going? Are we gonna have Dez? Is Fred Beard gonna sign? Where with Denver? It's every single year you don't have these main focal points of your team. Figure there's always one in the wind every single year. So you can't.
It's a distraction.
There's no way around it because the players get. Oh, we don't pay attention to shit like that. Well, then you go get asked about it 4 times a week and
Right.
bullshit. You're 20 years old. You were this. If you ain't on the practice field or
You're in
get
that phone.
eat
Don't act like you don't know and you're talking about this. You're looking at it every day. And why deal with
every
this at
damn day.
practice? And we got to listen to this Diggs thing. We got to listen to Mike every day. Like, nobody wants to hear that dumb stuff. It's a distraction. And here's the thing. And this is what I say, Mike. This is what stops Dallas, in my opinion, from taking the next step because you
Don't
know
point
what you
it.
need to do. Because we're
Yeah,
talking about Mozzie Smith losing weight and going back and forth. And Lord have mercy, you still need to upgrade that position. You let go of Justin Rogers. I don't know what the hell he was, but you let go of depth. You're putting in Mozzie. I know it was one play, but I seen two. He's still getting moved up out the way. I don't care if it ain't no pass, dog. He's still doing the same damn things he's been doing for 2 years. I don't see where he's elevated his game. I don't care. Stop showing me Giants highlights of Mozzie Smith. Stop showing me Giants highlights of Mozzie Smith. I throw them away because I'm tired of people
yeah,
who trying to justify Mozzie. That's the only clips they show. Mozzie
they
pretty
covering
good.
for his ass.
Let's show you the Giants tape. Mozzie's pretty good. He can do this. He can do that. Let's show you where he was really doing this against the Giants. No. Let me see him do it against KC. Let me see him do it against Minnesota. Let me see him do it against that vaunted Philadelphia Eagles line. That's where I want to see him do it. I don't want to see him do it against the damn Giants. Okay?
Damn,
So just
two
those
and
little
15
things like
teams.
that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying, Mike?
well, that's why you don't draft players in the first round that don't have any production. Full stop. Period. If you're getting drafted in the first round, you need the college stat sheet to back it up. Or what are we doing here? Jimmy Johnson he asked one question. Can he play? Can he play? All right. He'd ask, can he play? And is he stupid? Because I can't coach a stupid player. And I can't coach somebody who can't play. So can he play? And is he stupid? Otherwise, you're going to the second round, maybe third. Because you get somebody that can play, but he got a head like a damn anvil. and you go get Sam Williams.
Hey, Sam, I don't care. Sam going crazy
That
this year.
dude's a crash out though.
He might. That's fine. I'll take that hit with that to him this year. I want him to crash out this year. I want him to be the bad guy this year. I do. I want him to do something, whatever he's got to do to get that edge to turn up on that field this year. I don't care what he does, Mike. As long as he don't get in trouble.
The damn penalties. He just play smarter. That's what I'm saying.
We'll see. We'll see. But this is his time to be able to do it because his contract year, he better play smarter or he ain't going to make the money that he wants. So my thing is he should know better to do that. You get what I'm saying? So I'm going to ask you about a couple players because I want to ask you about this running back because I've been saying Miles Sanders can still be the running back. Everybody's dogging him. Everybody saying we need a running back. Everybody saying like Jadon Blue is lazy. Deuce Vaughn too little. We ain't got nobody back there. How do you feel, Mike? Because I don't think it's in desperation need. I think Miles Sanders is going to be a decent player behind that backfield. And I want to get your thoughts on Deuce Vaughn. Now listen, Mike, me and you have both talked about Deuce Vaughn for the last couple of years, right? And we know how we feel. But man, let's keep it real. If the man was about 5'9", 5'10", he would probably be the best running back on that roster. I'm gonna keep it real on our roster because he's the best running back. He just little. Do you think they should really give him an opportunity? Let him play with the first team, like in some reps, and let him let's really see. Because what if they cut him and then he goes somewhere and somebody really says, I know how to use you and we can do this. How do you feel about the running back room? Do you think, hey, should we give Deuce Vaughn a chance? How do you feel about it?
I think the running back room, I don't care who the name is. Get the offensive line, get your starting five, and keep them healthy for a season, and you'll have a 1,500-yard running back at the end of the year. That'll work itself out. That's the way I see about it, man. This offensive line's been musical chairs since like 2017, 2016. If we want to be real about it, I think Tyron went down a few times in there. So uh, we're going on almost 9-10 years of nonsense at the offensive line. Even the 1 year we had him, it wasn't on paper because Fredbeard was sick. You haven't had more your starting five for more than like 3 games. Get that going, and we'll figure out the running back situation to work itself out. And here in about a week, Deuce Vaughn's going to get about 30 reps. So we're going to see what's going on there. Maybe not touch us, but he'll get probably 20, 30 reps in that first preseason game.
Right.
Should. I don't see why he wouldn't. There's the numbers game puts him out there for at least 20 or 30 plays. So we'll figure that out. Hell, we got football in a week, 10 days, something like that.
Yeah, man. I mean, I just feel like, somebody, I just looked in the chat, say he's a gadget player like Turpin. Turpin. I don't think as a gadget player, he need to catch, like Mike been on his ass about catching the damn ball, just dropped the touchdown in the end zone. I said, man, you got to catch that ball because you could be the third receiver with that speed with Pickens and CD on the outside. You could really kill them boys in the slot, but you got to catch the ball, dog. I be hyping you up, bro. And then when you drop the ball, I get mad because Mike going to say, see, I told you, he can't catch the ball. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just
jumping?
like, oh.
Why are you
jumping in the end zone? Just keep your feet on the ground, toe drag, swag, and catch the ball, and that's a touchdown. What's good, D Block? And what's good, everybody that's in the building right now? I'm just saying, I don't think Deuce Vaughn is a gadget player. Like you said, our offensive line can be very formidable. If you get Deuce Vaughn behind that offensive line, I think Deuce Vaughn can do some things. Give him an opportunity to see, because let's say you kept a Miles Sanders, because I don't know what's going on with Javonte Williams. Let's say you kept a Miles Sanders, you're keeping a Jadon Blue, so you got that speed. Why couldn't a Deuce Vaughn come in and be the backup? I mean, are you scared of the size? Because he is a true running back, and whenever he has come in the game, he has been productive, whether it's been a preseason game or a regular season game. Whenever they continually give him the ball and don't let him just come in a few plays for gadgets, he actually does something. That's why I'm like, I was kind of low on him, but the more I keep watching him, and even in practice, I'm like, come on, man, let's at least give him a try, because what you really going to lose right now?
I can't argue with you. That's what the preseason's for. But when we're talking about the regular season, it's the same thing with Turpin, but obviously to a lesser extent. When you're that small You are a 1% outlier of a 1% of a 99% field. Like you're already in the NFL, you're already with the best of the best. And when you're five freaking forward or whatever the hell he is, and Turpin's 5'7", who are you pulling out of the formation to get one of those guys on? And how often are you doing it? Does it come to a point where it's like a Taysom Hill thing? Is as soon as this dude comes in, you got to key on him because we know they're got to do Dallas going to do. We bring in Lucky Whitehead. Oh, here come the jet sweep. That's that's my argument there. It's like if you're going to pull somebody off the field, are you immediately going to try? Yeah, that's where the gadget thing comes in. Are you immediately going to try? Here comes the damn double reverse, or the damn wildcat, or some nonsense where it's so telegraphed that teams, they're probably going to run this. They run it once every other week. Here's the look. If he comes in, are they going to burn a play with him? Throw a quick out to somebody with this guy. And I'm probably going to try to stop that little gadget play because they're not going to give this dude a full series. We see it all the time. Turpin to come in and come right back out. Taysom Hill come in, come right back out. That's where the gadget part of it comes in. So if you can make a legit argument for whoever you're pulling off the field, hey, we're going to give him a few series. Cool. But who are you pulling off the field? As it sits right now with the wide receivers, I can't make an argument for keeping none of them sons of bitches on the field over Turpin because they're all terrible. I just saw Jalen Tolbert run the worst route of my life yesterday with that pick where Elam got the pick.
I don't know. I think Mingo will be okay, as you know what I'm saying. If we talking third and fourth receivers, I think they can battle that out. But Fargo says y'all hype up little legs. First of all, I ain't never hyped up Deuce Vaughn, so you ain't talking to me about that. I ain't never hyped up no Deuce Vaughn. This is the first year I actually said, hey, let's see what Deuce Vaughn can do, because the last 2 years, first year, I'm like, why'd you draft him? Second year, I'm like, well, if you ain't going to use him, why is he on the roster? You're taking up a roster spot, get rid of him. And now here your third year, I'm like, do something with him or let him go. And why don't you try to actually give him a real shot and let's see what you can do? Because I'm not sitting there saying that, oh, he has to be our number one guy. But let's say you kept a Miles Sanders and you kept a Deuce Vaughn as the backup. He really legitimately earned it. And then you got a Jadon Blue. I don't feel bad if you're talking about that, because Deuce Vaughn is a running back. He's not a gadget player. He's not a gadget guy. He's just little. Go back and look in the conference that he ran the ball with and against. He was getting 16, 17, 1,800 yard seasons against Oklahoma. When he played against Alabama, he running all on these teams. So these guys are in the NFL that we say are really good. Deuce Vaughn has ran all over them. And he got Cooper Beebe there, and he got the offensive line coach that was over there at K-State. They're in Dallas too. All I'm saying is let's see, give him a legit chance this year, because you don't really have nobody in that running back room that's saying, oh, this is our guy. So all I'm saying is give this man an opportunity and let's see what he can really do. Instead, you making him a gadget guy, like Mike said, and bringing him in for one play where the whole defense knows, Duvon, and they're going to do a gadget play. No, let him actually see if we can run the ball with him and then do it. Because the only reason why anybody's down on Deuce is because he's 5'6". That is it. If you really watch him as a running back, he is probably the best running back on this roster just because of the running ability. But the size is what negates it. So all I'm saying is give him a chance, at least from me and my perspective. Now, I want to ask you this, Mike, because we're going to head off here in a little bit, because we said we're going to kind of go a little short today, and they got this blue, white, whatever thing. You're ready to go. Yeah, it's getting ready to go down. So we're going to probably go a little about maybe 5 minutes or anything like that. I said as a backup, man. I didn't say as a starter, dog. Listen to what I'm saying. Anyway, what do you think about Shotty so far in camp? We've been hearing a lot of the good things. We're going to continue to be multiple of those things. How do you feel about his presence so far in camp, or this is just routine thing and I don't really care? We heard Kumbaya before. Get on the field and let me win games before I kind of think about Shotty. Are you on that tip?
That's how I feel about the entire team. Me, man, I'm old. You old. How many coaches would like? I know that's your boy, and I like the. I, like for the record, I
Yeah,
like the guy.
I know.
You're, I,
Yeah, it's cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, it reminds me of my guy out in Lubbock. Honestly, Joey McGuire, when he talks, like you see why
Mm-hmm.
guys vibe with him, right? But this
Mm-hmm.
is just another name to me, and this is the honeymoon season where no
Mm-hmm.
everybody's in the best
Right.
shape of their life, and it's all love
Right.
and it's culture, and we're gonna be multiple. We're gonna do this. It ain't week 10, and you know, we're sitting out there, and Dak's got eight attempts on the day at halftime, and they're missing their top two safe, corners, and we're still running the ball. It's just it ain't real. It's all conjecture and vibes now, which this team could probably use some good vibes because last year was a complete fucking write off. So I think that's what you're getting. You're
Mm-hmm.
getting a little bit of, in my opinion, overcorrection. And I think it would be
Mm-hmm.
the same case even if Mike was still here. Obviously not to this extent because you have a new guy, it's a new face, new teacher. Hey, everybody's cool, honeymoon season, right? I got a new girl, she hotter than you,
Mm-hmm.
and she don't
Right.
snore, and her feet don't stink. You ain't even found about the shit that pissed her off yet. You ain't found the shit smearing the toilet guy angry. You don't find out that you ain't learned that she can't cook. You ain't figured out all
Right.
this stuff yet. So it's all vibes, which is, I mean, why not? And
Mm-hmm.
like I said, you got that bit of overcorrection because last year was such a write off. Everybody, I mean, hell,
Mm-hmm.
that team was down in the dumps last year, bad, especially by the end of it. So, yeah, I'm all for it. I'd like to see him succeed. I mean, why not? Because obviously, if he does well, the team's going to do well. But it's so much to overcome. As much as I could stack up this, I'd like that's going for him. I could make the same list on the other side and be a Debbie Downer. Um,
Right.
you're
Mm-hmm.
talking about a coach that's been a coordinator for years and years and years, and he reportedly turned down jobs. Um, you know, that doesn't happen.
Those are true though.
That's cool. That's cool. But never even got a shot. Never even got a shot thus far as a head coach, and he's a first year guy on ownership who interviewed only him, and they're good friends. And you could already, when he talks about Jerry and them and the family and stuff, you to me easily influenced. They can have their way with him. That's there's two sides of that. There's two sides of that coin that's yet to be seen. Prove me wrong, but I'm not going to sit here and just be negative all the damn time and poo poo it. And I'll have a tweet here or there, but it's just there's no sense in harping on it till we see it. And it's not that I'm just
Right.
writing. The book's not written yet. You don't know. Neither one of us know how
Right.
this is going to end up. Like I said, let's
Right.
circle back a week 10, check on the record, see what the vibes are like then, because that's the week 10's the bye week. See if they limp into that damn bye
Mm-hmm.
week or not, because they got it pretty bad right out the gate as far as on paper as far as schedule goes. Um,
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Mike. Week one. What do you want to see week one before we head off here? What do you want to see week one against these Eagles? Not even talking about win or anything. What do you want to see from the offense, defense, the team as a whole, week one going into Philly, and maybe get you a thoughts of, okay, this is what the season might be after looking at this game, or I just want to get your thoughts about this Philly matchup.
show up ready to play. I don't think this team's done that on week one in quite some time. Show up,
And you said that with Mike
yeah.
McCarthy. Before you finish, Mike, I'm gonna give you a lot of props on that because I like McCarthy. I still don't hate him, but I'm gonna give you a lot of props on that because you said that, hey, during the week, cool, he be having them right, but it's that game day. The team always be coming out flat. It's blah blah blah. This is on the coach. To me, that's not on the players. It's on for your coach to kind of get you up and get you ready, get you going. And so many times, especially in the tough games, Mike, especially in them big games, we would always see this team come out flat first quarter,
Flat-footed.
first series. We're like, what the hell, man? We're like, this is one of the biggest games of the year, and y'all coming out
Like
flat.
they're hung over.
That goes to the coach. Like they're hung over. Like, what the hell is going on? Do you this from Shoddy? You know, we can't know because he's never coached. But go ahead and finish what I was talking about with Philly, because you started on it about the fast start. But keep on continuing on. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Jump on their ass, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like you went and got Pickens. You supposedly got your offensive line.
First play bomb.
I don't want to hear, but just let it fly. Let it fly. You went and got this dude for a reason, and Dak's back healthy. The gang's back together, man. The gang's back together, and show up. Like, not, oh, it's week one. We're going to take this play. No, no, no. Dan Campbell, that son of a bitch. Every ball you see come across the plate, you're trying to take that thing 519 feet in the opposite direction. Every single one. I'm not trying to hear this. Oh, we're still learning and growing. I don't want to hear week 4. I don't want to hear about no damn growing pains, because I'll be talking mad shit. Because all we heard about now is this culture. It's a new day. And it's vibes, and we're all moving the same direction. And I'm in the best shape. My boy's in the best shape. Coach is in his best shape. Shit, it's immaculate, baby. No, I don't want to be sitting there 2 and 5 talking about growing pains. No, no, sir.
You got a veteran team. There shouldn't be no growing pains.
No. Yep.
I don't care if he's a rookie coach, because we can't say that, right, Mike? Because we saw a rookie coach come in over on them Texans teams. We've seen rookie coaches come in and win games and go to playoffs. So you ain't getting that grace. And they didn't have, and that was a rookie quarterback, which you won with C.J. Stroud, right? So we ain't listening. We ain't listening to growing pains.
Football. No, he talked about, I grew up in football. I watched my dad coach. My uncle was a coach. Coach. I'm 9th generation coach. I've been in the league 40 seasons or whatever. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about all the clock got behind us, because that's what really worries me about the first year, Stan. You miss that. You leave that challenge on the table, or you Mike McCarthy leaving 58 seconds on the clock when you run into the half because you didn't have another play ready to go, and you didn't have a timeout to burn, and so you didn't want to run it down. All right, none of. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. If you're going to come in here and be the change that everybody's saying you could be,
we need to see change week 1.
Week 1, right out the gate, and never look back.
Yeah,
that's the bar. If you're going to change my mind about this team, you come out week 1, you set a tone, and that's where we go from then on forward.
I agree, Mike.
There's no steps backwards. Like even when Dan Campbell went 1-15 or but the 16 game seasons his first year was a 17. They won like 1 game. And everybody knew if they let Dan Campbell make it through this offseason, that team's got something. That was one of the best shitty teams that anybody's seen in a really long time, because they seen something. There was a measure set, a bar set, and we marched beyond this point. No looking back. Spaceships don't got rear view mirrors. Show me.
Yeah, and you know what? Dan Campbell's, I don't give a F. I don't give a F what it is. This is what we're going to do. I don't care. And that's what I respect about him, because I don't beat to what y'all say. Yeah, okay, y'all say I don't got to shouldn't do it, go 4 down. Well, I don't care. You ain't coaching my team. I'm going to do it if I want to, and we're going to be aggressive as long as I say so. You feel what I mean? Just like you said, fire me. So I agree with you. As we close in this, Mike, you said the biggest thing right there, and I think all of us really should feel this way on week 1. You have a veteran team. You got that second receiver. Your offensive line is pretty decent. You have a decent defense. You guys that can attack this team. We don't want to hear the excuses. We learning on the fly. Oh, we just come. No. You got veterans. You got doggish offense. You better hit the ground running against these Eagles. Even if you don't win, it better be a dog fight. It better be coming down to the last little bit. You better have dropped like 28 points. You better just put your ass all over the Eagles. So even if they won, you walk away from that game like, yeah, they beat Dallas, but Dallas going to be good. We've seen that before, Mike. We've seen that before, Mike, where you beat a team, you're like, that's okay, y'all won. But these motherfuckers going to be good. That's where we need to come out of that game. Even if they lose, that's what we need to be saying about this team.
Yeah, 100%. Like even if they lose, there's been games where we won by 10, and that was like,
and we look like shit.
That was like one of the worst games what the hell was? And there's been games where you lose by 3, and you're like, but man, we just caught a bad break at the end. They played a good game. Shout out. That's football. That's the way ball goes. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, show me week one and no looking back. If you're supposed to be this trendsetter and it's a new day around here, show me.
Yeah, new
Because
day
we didn't
starts
get it
week
with the
one.
other guy.
Right.
We didn't
New day
we didn't
starts
get it
week
with the
one.
other guy. Yeah.
Right. And this energy that you're talking about, this energy and the shoddy effect that I've been saying, that shoddy effect got to be week one. We got to
Yeah.
see your imprint week one, shoddy. I'm Libra gang. I'm believing in you, dog. And if you don't show it, they're going to come back at me saying, Libra gang, Jay. Libra gang, Jay. They're going to be on my ass, shoddy. They're going to be on my ass. So I need you.
White all rice. White all rice, baby.
Hey, Mike, they gonna be on my ass. Libra gang, Jay. What about Libra gang? What about Libra gang? You know what I'm saying? So, Shotty, I've been throwing your name down. I've been pumping this up now. Don't you let me down, dude.
You're gonna have to move in his guest house and hide out.
I'm gonna have to, cause these motherfuckers gonna be on me, dog. Oh, I thought you was about that Libra gang. What would you Libras be doing now when we 2-5? What do the Libras do now?
What the stars say? What the stars say?
Yeah, that's funny. So,
All right,
we get ready to head out of here.
Yeah.
We about to head off of here, man. Appreciate you. We're gonna go longer as we get back in the swing of things, preseason, all that good stuff. Week one, make sure you tune in. We're gonna have some stuff. I got a new makeover for my channel, Mike. You're gonna like it. And when we start doing our shows during the season, you're really gonna like the new makeup I did with the channel. So we're gonna have real good time this season. I'm glad you feel good. I'm glad you're back. I really am. I'm happy.
I'm
Hey, you
tired.
back, bro.
I'm about to go take a nap.
I know you is, but hey, I just want to tell you, dog, I missed you. I'm glad you're in good health. It's good seeing you again, my dog. And you make sure you just stay on point and stay healthy. You feel me? So we can continue to do this the rest of this year. All right?
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
All right, my dog.
Coming in.
Hey, I appreciate y'all. Quick one. We in. We out. Go watch that blue-white scrimmage because I am. And then we'll talk to you soon. Big Game James, Mike White, Burgers and Blitzes. You know what it is. We out.